Let's begin talking about a part line. Everyone has them. As humans, we are able to change ours to our mood and our outfit. But Barbie's is decided during the designing stages. Barbie, unless fashioned into a ponytail, will always have a predetermined permanent hairline, and that hairline is called a thatch. Thatching is a lot like weaving, but it's easier. If your dolls need help in that department, fear no more. I'll show you exactly how to put them back in place and how to find them. So we're about to do some thatching for her middle part because it's a hot mess, and the things you will need, or at least will be helpful to you, are rubber bands, a plastic wrap to go over her head, 2 little clips, a hat pin and or needle pin, and then your rat tail comb. So the first thing you're going to do is actually find the thatch, and in her case it's going to be the middle part of her hair, and you can easily tell where the thatch is because that is going to be the hairline. This is the middle part, so this is the thatch that we have to create again, and then here is the hair that goes on the other side. So basically what I want to do is I want to separate that middle part from the rest of the hair right now. Okay. And your thatching doesn't have to be perfect, and the first time that you do it, it probably will not be. So what they would do in the factory is that they would sew down one line and then fold the hair in the opposite direction that they want it to go. So like, say I were to sew this line right here, I would fold the hair like this. And then directly over with that same sewing machine, just a space over, they would sew in this direction. So on top of this hair, and then they would fold that over, and then there would be your thatch. But since we're repairing the thatch, we obviously cannot do that. So you wanna go ahead and brush out all the hair. And when you have all the hair separated like this, you can take one of the clips that we have right here, clip it up, take the rubber band, and then take that hair and put it out of the way. We will get to it later. We can take it down in the center and separate it. So it looks like she still does have her original thatching like up to this point. So we don't have to redo something that's already done. And it looks like it ends right here on this side. So that will make our life a lot easier. And you can tell that it's still thatched because it doesn't have this space in the middle. It's still thatched right there. So we're gonna take 2 of our clips. So this is why I had us get 2 clips. We're going to clip them into the hair that we just put back in a ponytail like that. And that's gonna keep them out of the way. Okay. And now we're gonna take our hat pin right here. And it looks like it needs a hair strand to go over. So I'm not gonna take like an awfully big one. I'm gonna take like a pretty good sized one, but not a awfully big one. Basically, you want to see if it's the same size as the other strand of hair that's going in the opposite direction. That's where you're going to find your most seamless and polished look. You want the hair to blend together, just like in real life where, say you got extensions, you don't want your extension tracks to show. You don't want there to be any skin, and I mean skin, you know, vinyl showing underneath your hairline. So you want to try to do it as even as you possibly can. It is something hard to get right on your first tries, so don't feel discouraged. Just keep trying it out and trying it out and trying it out. Put on a good TV show and away you go. You'll be weaving and doing braids and all that stuff with that thatch. You just wait and see, and it'll be done before you know it. It is very tedious at first, but when you get the hang of it and you are distracted by either watching something on TV or watching something on your phone, it'll go by so quickly. And the ultimate reward at the end is seeing your doll look better than what she did before, or at least have it be an improvement as to what it looked like before. But as I said before, you're just gonna start putting one over the other and one over the other. You are just basically going to weave, like cross stitch, all the way back to that hairline. Just remember to be consistent with which way you are going, which pattern you are using, and just put one strand over the other and one strand over the other. Just a repetitive movement. If you do big strands, like say we just did this strand right here, do you see all that space right here that's causing? And that's not going to be such a clean look, and we don't want that. This works best, like, you know, if you have a good little movie that you want to watch, or if you have a TV show you like to binge, or a YouTube channel you like to binge, just put it on in the background. I always like to light a candle if I can, which I do have one lit right now, just to make it ultimately relaxing. I've even done this in the bathtub. Where I just sit there and I just soak in the bath salts and the soapy water, and just, you know, kind of treat yourself. So you see what we're doing right there? See, look at that. That looks really good. She's gonna look pretty good, her hair anyway. Okay, so here we have her thatching done, and I put the plastic wrap over her head, and now I'm gonna do the boil wash. This I do after every reroot, after every thatching, after every hairstyle, and sometimes even after every wash. Each doll tends to get some sort of boil wash hot water treatment. It just brings them back to life. And if you're interested in learning more about boil washing and doll hair types, please check out my other video in this same series. And would you look at that beautiful middle part hairline? I hope you found this video helpful to you and your doll collection, and I hope you find it helpful to you in your toy restoration. I have way more videos in this Barbie tutorial series coming out, so just stay tuned. I also have more Barbie reviews and longer Barbie transformations on the way. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a fabulous day, darling.